I'm the Wolfman. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Barefoot Bushcraft. It is the end of April 2020. Very, very strange world we're living in where it's okay to go to Walmart and get all kinds of groceries, but going camping in the middle of the woods is currently illegal in many, many areas of the world. But we still try to bring some new content to you, so today I have a video here of something very, very simple to take some simple tools, a straw, a pair of pliers, and a lighter, and make a really great tool specifically for staying alive and starting a fire. So let's say you're hiking in the wood, and of course you have your trusty knife. My knife has a pouch in the front to keep some basic survival tools. We've covered this in some previous videos. But anyways, so you get yourself wet. It's wet, it's raining, you can't find any decent dry wood. You've got a bunch of different options available for you to make it. One of the things that I always recommend to all our students is that they get themselves some straws, and straws just like this, nothing unusual, it's just a straw. You can get them at any restaurant, usually for free. Get yourself a pair of pliers, all right, and get yourself a lighter. Now, once you've got this, you make yourself a bunch of these little pouches, and inside this pouch is a cotton ball. So you take the pouch and you put the cotton ball inside, and then once you've heated it up, crimped it with the pliers, what happens is it becomes waterproof. So now I can drop these into water. I can fall in water with them on me. They can, they can live in my car or whatever. I can open that up and immediately start a fire with any kind of natural, any kind of fire starting tool, lighter, matches, ferro rod. So let's begin. As you can see, this is my actual day-to-day knife pouch. I always have a bunch of them in there because you just never know when you need them. So to start, you're going to get your cotton ball, right? You're going to need a little stick or something like that in order to put it in there. Once you've got your stick and you've got your pliers and everything else, I usually cut them into about, a couple of centimeters, usually 10 centimeters, 2 inches, whatever you want to do. So it doesn't really matter as long as the cotton ball fits in it. So this has a measuring component right there, right? So that's about how long I want it. I will take out my knife, find the knife here, and open it up and just give it a cut. And then that's your first step. So cut them into 2-inch lengths. There we go. And what I'll do is, just to make it simple, I'll cut it like that. And again, these are just straws that I've gotten from, ideally you want to use a straw that's brand new and not one that's had liquid put through it, but you can use anything you want. Take your pliers, all right? Take this, and now all you're going to do is take your lighter, and you're just going to singe the end. All right, it's hot. While it's still hot, grab it and crimp it. If I want extra, what I'll do is I'll hit it this way with the lighter. You probably won't be able to see the lighter because it's a blue flame one. All right, check it out. That's all that is right there. That's it. So now it's all crimped and waterproof. I can blow into it if I want to check how waterproof it is. I will then take my cotton ball. Usually what I try to do is manipulate them. So I'll manipulate it like this, then I'll take my stick, right? And all I do is I just pack it in there. It's not that hard. Again, I will often get all my stuff from places like Dollar General and, dollar stores, because why would I go to a drugstore and spend $5 or $6 or $7 on a pack of cotton balls when I'm literally going to bring them home and set them on fire? So it's a lot easier to do it this way. And sometimes they put up a fight. They're not always that easy. But again, you can see I'm just packing it in. It's going to get a little hard, a little bit stiff inside there. And keep packing, keep packing. And that's basically all there is to making this. All right? So I'm going to keep going in there. My stick broke, not a problem. I just use more. There we go. So now that it's all packed in, the next thing I do is I want to make sure I pack it in as tight as I can, as hard as I can. There we are. Now I have a little tiny bit of a tube right there. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to heat that up, just like that. Crimp it with some pliers, and that's it. Project is finished. Again, I like to finish it off a little bit, make it look a little fancy. There we go. So there is your little tiny fire starter. Now, some instructors at Barefoot Bushcraft will instruct you to put other materials in them. Like, you can take this, you can put sugar in them, you could put salt in them, you could go as far as to make your cotton ball wet with petroleum jelly, right? Soak it in petroleum jelly. They'll last a lot longer. So our next step, we're going to open this up now that we sealed it, and we're going to create a little fire with it. So I've made a little pile of shavings. I'm going to take this, I'm going to open it up. Always be careful when you're opening it. Obviously, do your best not to cut yourself because they're under a little bit of tension. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get them open. So I will open all that up. Now, if this is a survival situation or I need this fire going strong and fast, I will probably leave the plastic on here and just basically open it up like a Kleenex box. You can see I've got that all pulled out, right? Now I'm going to tow all of my cotton ball out of it, fluff my cotton ball up so it takes my spark, just like that, and just kind of do this. There we go. I will put all of my tinder. That's just some scrapings from this wood. Now you can use a lighter, of course, to start it if you wish. I'm more of a ferro rod guy. I enjoy it, so we'll try to use the ferro rod to get her started. There we go. Now, I have enough time now to play with this while my cotton ball goes to get all of my other materials in place, right? I can get all my shavings in place. And look at that. Beautiful little fire going right here on a piece of wood. Just like that. Now, if that was a little damp, gives it some time to dry, right? And there you go. So again, you're going to take a lighter, you're going to take some pliers, you're going to take a straw and a couple of cotton balls, and you can make yourself some beautiful little emergency starters for fire that are waterproof or water resistant. They last forever. Obviously, they're not going to expire. All over a great thing. So yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I'm the Wolfman for Barefoot Bushcraft. Stay cheeky breeky.